this is Terry from Dixieland in South Alabama. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today is October 4th, and today is actually kind of a special day because it was October 4th, 2018 is when I first came back to the Philippines after not being there for 34 years, because I'd been there 34 years earlier whenever I was in the military. So the special day, you know, the day that I met Lovely and stayed there on Mactan Island in Cebu for 14 days and went island hopping and all that stuff. And I'd never been to Cebu before, so that was a really nice trip. And just thought I'd mention that before I get started with why the Philippines. And you know, there's a lot of different reasons why the Philippines. You know, one of course is because I'd been there when I was in the military, liked the Philippines then, and it took me 34 years to come back again, but started going back, and I'd been going over about every 4 months or so, 5 months, and this is the longest I've not been there since I started coming back 2 years ago. Because it's been 7 months, going on 8 months now that I haven't been over there, because I left February 24th of 2020, and ready to come back again. Hopefully this virus thing will clear up some and we'll be able to come back again. You know, a lot of guys, yeah, they come for different reasons to the Philippines. Some because of, you know, financial reasons, because it's a lot cheaper to live in the Philippines than it is here, which really for me that's not my case, because I live comfortably here in the U.S. on my retirement, but so it's more than just the financial for me. Really, you know, it's the culture, the people, and love the climate because it doesn't get cold there, which here in South Alabama in January and February it gets pretty cold. I don't like the cold anymore. And you know, of course, you know, Lovely's from there, and with everything that's happening here in the United States, you know, this year everything's gone crazy. You know, not only were we dealing with the virus here, and we started having all of these what they call protests in these, you know, especially there's two groups that I would actually label them as domestic terrorists with the things that they've done, you know, with the violent protest and looting and burning the businesses and everything else. It's like the people here in the United States have gone crazy. A bunch of them have. And, you know, you have one of the political parties that has embraced their movement, and, you know, it seems like they support what they're doing, and it's just plumb crazy. And I know for me, you know, I really don't like watching the news anymore or anything, because a lot of the news stations are so politically biased and everything on their reporting of the news. It's just crazy. And like I said, I've come to the point where it's, you know what, I can live in the Philippines and not have to worry about the political climate or you know anything that happened politically and all that, and I can live comfortably over there and not have to worry about this. And because, you know, the Filipino people are very nice people, and it's a lot like it used to be whenever I was younger growing up. Uh, Things were a lot different in the United States then, and now, if you have certain beliefs and morals, the left they call you a racist, and it's just crazy. You can't have any good morals and live in the U.S. anymore because you have groups out there that call you a racist because of your moral beliefs, and we're guaranteed free speech and everything, and those two groups, it seems like all they want to do is change our Constitution and have a Marxist, socialist, communist type government. And I served many years in the military. I served 6 years in the Navy, and then finished out the rest of my time in the Army Reserves, and have a couple of injuries from my time in the Army Reserves, and it's like, why did I waste all that time serving my country whenever it's in the shape it's in now? That's not why I served. But I support and defend the Constitution of the United States. So that's a big part of why that I believe that I'm ready to make the move to the Philippines. Lovely and I, we have some land there now, and we're planning on building a house in the near future as soon as I can come back again. And but, I have a lot of stuff I had to get done here in the U.S. before I could move over there permanently, because I own a home here and vehicles and everything, and years of accumulated stuff that when you look back, you're like, why in the world do I have all this stuff? I don't really need it. So that's the process that I've been trying to get things ready for where I can put my house up for sale and start getting rid of all this stuff that I've accumulated over the years, stuff that I don't really need, and not really that important. So that's what I'm working on now, and have been working on for a while. But then we had the Hurricane Sally come through, which that's kind of slowed things up. And it's like, I probably won't be able to post this video until tomorrow, because I still don't have internet here at my house. Haven't had internet since September 17th, and talked to them yesterday, and supposedly they're going to be working on it, but we'll see. I had to go to the AMVETS post in Alberta to get on the internet to post a video, and I'll do that tomorrow probably. And that's what I've been doing since I retired, because I've been very fortunate. I worked, retired from the reserves, from the military, so I have that pension. And I also worked in corrections, which is a government job. And by working at that job, I was fortunate enough to be able to retire in my early 50s. So I've been retired for a few years now, and trying to enjoy my retirement. And I just can't wait to come back again. Hopefully the travel ban, they'll start issuing the tourist visas here pretty soon, because I had started the process to work on my SRV visa. I was going to do the next time I come over there, but all your documents have to be certified within 6 months, so I stopped working on that because I didn't know how long this was going to last. And so I may start working on that again, so hopefully everything will open back up and I'll be able to come back and work on that. But, you know, like I said, a lot of it is just everything that's happening here in the United States has got me to the point where it's like, you know what, I'd rather move over to the Philippines and live a simpler life and not have to listen to all the craziness that's going on here. Because it, like I said, it's just gotten ridiculous here. It really has. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. And we have a presidential election coming up here next month, in November. And depending on how things go, I mean, if Joe Biden gets elected, I'm definitely out of this country. Definitely going to leave, because they're the ones that are embracing all this craziness that's going on, and they won't even classify the what I call the domestic terrorist groups as hate groups or anything, and that's all they're doing is promoting hate in this country, and it's just unbelievable. I never thought I'd ever see anything like that here in the United States. So those are just a few of my reasons why that I can think of now, why I'm trying to do this video. But you know, I'm just ready to come back to the Philippines, and hopefully I'll be able to come back soon, and I'll think about what I can say on the next video, because I always get, when I start these videos, I always have a lot of things that I think I'm going to talk about, and then whenever I start making the video, I forget, because I don't do a prep sheet or anything. It's just, you know, off the cuff, you know, doing the videos, and try to do my best to get everything in the video, but it's kind of hard. And like I said, I'm still new at the video, making these videos, but trying to improve, trying to get better at it, and learn how to use the GoPro and everything. And finally got a stabilizer for my GoPro so I can make better videos with it. But, you know, like I said, that's just a few of my reasons why. You know, I know a lot of people won't agree with that or anything, but that's fine. That's your choice. You know, I feel that, you know, I served my country for all those years, and I had to have 2 surgeries because of injuries I received while I was in the Army, and I think I've earned the right to have my own opinion, and probably not too many people going to change my mind about that. But those are just my thoughts and what I think, and you know, like I said, I'm just ready to get back to the Philippines and get everything started, and hopefully get started on building the house and everything. So that'll be it for this video. I'll try to think of more to say later on. Y'all have a good day, and hopefully I'll be back in the Philippines before long. Talk to y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up.